Yeah, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Nelly here again with another podcast for you, okay? So today's topic is gonna be one that's more preference based, but it's also like, especially now, it's very like toxic discussion right now, which is gonna be how to choose the right Forex broker for you, okay? So today we're gonna be talking about Forex brokers, okay? So some key, we'll jump right into it. Some key factors to consider when selecting a Forex broker is basically like where they based at, right? Like where they based at, what their payment processors are, right? So how they accept the deposits. So you want to look at the deposits. You want to see like what their payment methods are. So when you get paid, like, is it smooth transition thing? You got to do your DD. You got to do your due diligence, all right? Don't get lazy with this because this is your money. So with that being said, like, you want to make sure that you understand and you consider like the broker that you're going with, right? You want to make sure that your deposits are smooth, your withdrawals are smoother, and then like what their leverage is, right? Maybe you're someone who like you really like leverage. So the typical sweet spot of leverage is usually 1 to 500, right? I know some prop firms have like 1 to 100 and things like that, and that's okay. Again, now the different types of brokers that are there, right? Like when you open an account with a Forex broker, you wanna like I've always had an amazing experience with ECN accounts, right? So you want to make sure that your account is an ECN account. I mean, some people do like the STP ones. I am more based on the ECN types. So the ECN is amazing for me, right? And then and everyone who I referred as well is ECN. So that's basically it. The when you evaluate, right, your broker, right, you have to make sure that you understand like the process of like the broker, the regulations of the broker, like what are their like you got to look out for your safety as well, right? So you want to make sure that you ask the tough questions like, hey, are you guys regulated, are you not, this, that, and the third, whatever, and then like basically like see what their answers are, right? And then you want to go ahead and put that in your notes and write it down and make sure that like, okay, so if something goes under, like what happens? Are you guys just gonna disappear? Sometimes they won't even tell you that. Sometimes they're like, oh no, we're gonna be here for years to come and blah blah blah, and give you all that shebang. But you must always be like alert, right? Because anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's just like us humans, right? We can be fine one day, boom, drop dead the next, God forbid. But that's just the whole point. You just don't want to like be in that like facility, right? Like in that not facility, in that predicament, right? So make sure that you like evaluate like the way your broker operates, because that's going to be very, very key to understanding like your broker, right? And then I know a lot of them do newsletters and things like that, so you can always like read them through every week or whatever, every month, whatever, and then that's it. Now, another thing with your broker is you want to see what kind of platforms they operate with. So maybe they're operating off of a MT4 platform, or maybe they're operating off of a MT5 platform, things like that, right? You want to know like what their spreads are like, right? Their spreads are basically the price between the bid and ask price. So like, is it very low spreads? Is it no spreads? Things like that, right? So you want to make sure that the lower the spread, the better, right? Because that means that once you're getting into the market, you're getting a set price, and you just have minimum spread to like go into your targets, right? Like if you start going to profit. Now here's the thing with the spreads, right? A lot of people always, I get the same question all the time. Man, I don't know what happened, man. My entry was up here, my stop loss was down here, and all of a sudden, like, it took me out and it was nowhere near my stop loss. I don't know what's going on. Blah 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 blah. What time was it? Oh, it was 5 p.m., man. Like, 5 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, it was 5 p.m. Okay, cool. Well, that's a day swap. That's a session swap over. So things like that happen. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is where you have to like understand how not only your pair, but also like how the broker moves when there's like a next day changeover, right? Or 5 p.m. Eastern, is the next day changeover. So that means that that's a new day now, right? So for example, like let's say that you're in a random day in May, right? You're in a random day in May, and then it's like the 28th, and I'm not rapping. I'm just talking. A random day in May, and it's the 28th, and it's 4:58 p.m. And then now your spread starts to widen up when it hits 5 o'clock, and then now you see that it hits a stop loss, and now you got out, and now you're sour and you're salty and you're mad because you were up a little bit of money after being drawn down for like 3 days, and now you're going crazy because now it's just not going your way, and you just had acquired 2 losses before that. These are things that you got to understand when like you're picking a broker. You want to make sure that you understand where and how your broker operates, right? Not where, but like mostly like how it operates, like with the pairs. Spreads are very, very important. You want to make sure that you understand how it moves when the spreads widen. A lot of times people only think that the spread widens every 5 p.m. No, it can widen at the beginning of every session, right? London, New York, Asian, Sydney, Tokyo, things like that, right? Asian, same thing. So you want to be careful with that. And then at the same time, you want to make sure that you understand everything that's revolving around those spreads, like how the spreads meet and how they correlate like with the swaps, right? Something like that will also like swap and commissions. Do your brokers charge you that? Yes, no, things of that nature, right? That's the fees, right? And then with the spreads, going back to the spreads, you want to see like how the spreads look like when the session ends, when it opens, when there's a new day, things like that. So I'll end off with the spreads. So the fees, you want to see if they're charging swaps or commission fees, things like that. A lot of brokers do, some don't. So what will happen is that some brokers, they'll give you like low, like 0 to no spreads, right? Low spreads, 0 to no or low spreads, but then they'll charge you swap and commission fees, or they won't give you any spread at all, right? It'll just be 0 spread, right? That means you get in, there's no red, there's just no spread, and then they'll charge you a higher swap and commission fees. That's what they'll do. So sometimes when it's like low to some spread, then they'll give you like some swap and commission fees that's on the low end but still there. So a little bit half and half. As long as you know how to trade, that really shouldn't bother you. I mean, unless you're a scalper and you really like just trying to get like a few like pips, maybe under 10 pips or whatever, then that might bother you. But if you're like an intraday swing trader, that shouldn't bother you for the most part. You know what I mean? Especially if you know how to utilize, risk management, things like that. So that's it. Other than that, you want to try to pick a few brokers that you're eyeing, that you're looking at, that meet your preference, okay? Broker is a very preference-based type of subject. So you want to make sure that you're okay with the payment processing, the withdrawals, and then obviously like the accounts, the ECN accounts, and then also the like spreads that they have, whether it be 0 spreads or low spreads with swaps and commission, things like that. And then you want to do a comparison. Do a comparison, a really like due diligent comparison between all of them. Maybe three, and then just pick the best one. That's it. Like that's it. Like just pick the best one, and then just make sure that your deposits go smoothly. And that's it. If it's a new broker that you just tried, try a small deposit. Maybe if they allow like $10 or $100 or something, $50, do that. See if it goes through. Right? Boom, boom, boom. And then, if you want to put more, then you put more. If you want to like put less, you put less, whatever the case is. So again, this is not financial advice, but this is just like me just saying what my experience has been throughout the trading. That's it. So with that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, or let me know what's your best broker that you use, right? For those who might want to ask me, my broker will be linked in the description box below. So just an FYI, don't ask me what broker I use. It's going to be down in the description. That's it. Aside from that, let me know, what broker do you find like trust in, right? You want to make sure you trust your broker. What broker do you find trust in? Why? And then basically like, this is not to make it an argument match or anything like that in my comments, but just let me know. I want to know what you guys think, and gals too as well. So yeah, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the notification bell. Turn it on. It's a simple click of a button. Beep. It's on, and then that's it. Good. We're Gucci. All right. God bless. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.